Are you looking for top quality gadgets and gizmos at the lowest discount prices? Then fly on down to Cosmic Ray's Electronic Emporium. We've got spectacular prices on TVs, computers, stereos, DVD players, VCRs, headphones, speakers, you name it. We've got stuff as far back as 1976, and we've got stuff as recent as 2006. All at prices so low, you might say they're out of this world. Out of this world. And the prices aren't the only thing that's out of this world. What do I mean? Let's just say Cosmic Rays carries a few special items not available anywhere else on Earth. So walk, run, fly, hover, teleport, or warp to Cosmic Rays, where you'll find the best deals this side of the Milky Way. Cosmic Rays is located on Concourse Street, just south of exit 42 off I-93. So what do you think?
Interstellar?
It certainly gives an accurate picture of the sort of story you run.
Thanks. I worked really hard on it. You wouldn't believe how much business has picked up in the past year. People come to the store and buy stuff they don't even need, just for the novelty of it.
Hey, you know what? I don't blame them. As far as souvenirs from space go, a real working alien doohickey beats some hunk of rock from the moon any day.
And the carbon transistors are the most popular item. Hence the reason I'm always over here calling my supplier. Thank you for letting me use your dish all the time. I totally appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. So, shall we?
Let's go.
Guys, we have company.
Hello, Jane. Oh, were you about to contact some extraterrestrials with that dish of yours? Well, I'm going to stop you right there because I have a letter for you from the Institute. Non-binding, but strongly worded. Dear Ms. Hamilton, it is the opinion of our organization that your device, with its ability to send and receive messages across the galaxy, presents a grave threat to the well-being of...
Dr. Nielsen, we don't have time for this. Now that the dish is up and running, you don't have any authority to stop us from using it.
You realize you're putting our entire species at risk by interfacing with beings from other planets, don't you? They're dangerous. Do I have to tell you again about the time I spent in the bubble of torment?
Oh, please, no. You told us that story way too many times.
Yeah, and if you'd stop fixating on that, you'd be able to see that most off-worlders don't pose any threat to us. Like Ray here. He's totally harmless. I've been doing business with him since before I even knew he was an alien.
What? You don't mean that this man is...
Not from around here? You might say that. I can blend in with you Earth people just fine. But like the deals at my shop, Cosmic Ray's Electronic Emporium, I too am a little out of this world. What is her problem? Most people love that.
I've had it up to here with these space people!
We are approaching the ice moon of Kinglefell.
Perfect. Can you determine the location of the broken neutrino generator?
The neutrino generator is located at a latitude of 24 degrees north and a longitude of 17 degrees west.
Beatrix, get ready to enter those coordinates into the beamer.
I'm uploading them right now.
Now remember, everyone, this moon's entire surface has sub-zero temperatures, so...
We have reached our destination.
I'll explain once we're down there. To the beamer!
Wait, hold on. Do you want all of us to beam down?
Yeah, I should probably stay on the ship, right? Something bad usually happens whenever...
No, it's going to take all 5 of us to get this job done. Remember, we don't just need to fix the generator. We need to make sure it doesn't get broken again. Let's go!
Beaming down in 1, 2...
This is the coldest I've ever been in my entire life.
Vek Tempus mission log 7035.
Okay, it's freezing out here. Do you really have to?
We have arrived on the ice moon of Kinglefell. We're here to repair a neutrino generator that mysteriously went offline last week. We are very cold, so we're going to try to do this as fast as we can.
Look, there's the generator.
Do you think you can fix it?
I don't know. It looks pretty bad. Eichel has a schematic in his memory, though, so he can walk me through it.
Okay, great. But first, iPal, do you have any idea what could have done this to the generator?
I will scan the damage and produce a hypothesis in a moment. But first, are you tired of eating unhealthy, cheap food that tastes like cake from the cobalt mines of Carbasil?
Should have seen this coming.
Then you need to try the all-new line of gourmet protein pills from Bonkwants Industries.
Ah! I think something just bit me.
I think the air is biting all of us right now.
Whether you want to simulate the taste of a garden-fresh Panzer salad, a hearty cut of Hova ribs, or some rich, creamy frozen Kavalog fat, you'll find anything that'll stimulate your salivary glands.
Hey, something just bit me too.
There's our problem. Nanobots.
I will now attempt to identify the source of the problem.
No need, iPal. The problem found us.
I don't get it. Why would there be nanobots on an icy moon?
I think they were sent here to perform maintenance on the generator, but I don't know why they're attacking us.
Must be a glitch in their programming that made them go rogue. Beatrix, you and iPal try to fix the generator. The rest of us will try and fend them off.
It's no use. They're replicating.
Yeah, and I think shooting them is just making it worse. There's no way we'll ever stop them.
We're the space squad. There's always a way. We just... Perfect. Mara, Orlando, turn your ray guns to full power and blast these ice crystals with all you've got. Okay, duck and cover. Well, that took care of that. Beatrix, how's the generator coming?
All set.
Fabulous. Well, folks, that's another mission completed. But of course, it's all in a day's work for the Space Squad.
Yeah, although I'm honestly surprised that glitchy nanobots managed to cause that much damage.
Oh, well, you know what they say. In large numbers, even the smallest things can...
Okay, can we go back to the ship? We're all freezing.
Right then, let's...
What was that?
Overwhelming evidence suggests that is what caused the damage to the generator.
It wasn't the nanobots after all.
Beatrix, would you mind fixing that piece of junk again while we deal with this overgrown furball?
Sure thing, Vek.
Beatrix!
Let's just kill this thing first, then we can go find her. Oh no, where's the power shooting at the ice crystals? There's no way... iPal, battle mode.
I cannot go into battle mode in sub-zero temperatures.
This is hopeless. We need to beam back to the ship.
Beatrix has the bubble beamer.
Oh, well then I guess we'll have to...
Simulation terminated. Simulation terminated. Simulation terminated.
Oh, is it over? Thank goodness! Someone please get me out of here!
Can someone please tell me why they had to go and build a full-size monster for us to fight? Why couldn't it just be computer-generated like the rest of the simulation?
Supposedly, people have a stronger emotional response to practical creature effects.
They also have a stronger tendency to get stuck inside them.
Can you guys hear me? It's really dark in here, and it smells worse than the locker room at my tennis club.
Hey, did you know my software is out of date? Upgrade to the new iPal XR operating system for all the latest and greatest features.
No, iPal. Everyone says the new software makes androids act erratic. We are not upgrading until they fix it.
Great going, Vek. You failed your 5th simulation this month. I think we can officially say you're off your game.
Look, Commander, I'm sorry. I certainly shouldn't have allowed a crew member to get eaten. But those nanobots really threw me for a loop, though, and with the cold, I could barely even think straight.
Yeah, maybe, but you were thinking straight a year or two ago. Your skills are slipping, Tempus, and the past few months have proven that. Did you know that Ambassador Shragrak still doesn't have his nose back?
That's unfortunate.
I've been doing some thinking about tonight.
Tonight, of course. Commander, you have my word that I will be as vigilant as ever when I'm on assignment. More vigilant, in fact.
Yeah, that's good to know. But after seeing your performance in the simulation, I think you could use a night off.
What? A night off? But I'm supposed to head up a whole unit of...
Say, Mara, you're good at your job. How do you feel about taking Vek's place on the security detail for the President's address tonight?
Me?
You've been at this as long as he has, and you've always been reliable. And as far as I know, you haven't gotten anyone killed.
I've never got anyone killed in real life, though. That robotic shoe salesman doesn't count.
Sure, I'd be happy to.
Great. I'll see you at the Capitol tonight and fill you in on the protocol. Vek, take it easy. You'll get him next time.
He says I'm off my game, but what game is there anymore? Is there even a need for a space squad now that we've achieved galactic peace?
Vek, for the last time, just because Lady Gravitox is incarcerated does not mean the galaxy is at peace.
Yeah, there are a ton of other villains out there, and some are worse than she ever was. Like the Umish militants in the Keystone Black Hole, V1AD, the robot vampire, that scientist who experiments with cheese.
Don't forget about Bobo the baboon.
Oh, sure, but Lady Gravitox was my villain. She was my arch enemy. Every time she concocted an evil plot, she wanted me specifically to stop her. Well, I guess technically she never actually wanted me to stop her, but you know what I mean. It's just not the same without her. All those years trying to defeat her, now that I've done it, what's left to achieve?
The galaxy still needs our protection, Vek. I'm sure sooner or later...
Did you know she had a mannequin with my face on it? It was the creepiest thing I've ever seen in my life, but still, I don't think any other villain...
You know, Vek, the girl that works the front desk at the Space Squad Central Launch Bay seems to like you.
Drexia LaRue? Oh yes, she's made her intentions known, but I just keep telling her I'm too busy.
Well, tonight just opened up for you.
That's true.
Maybe you should go out with her.
Well, Beatrix, that guy in the forensic lab with the 6 arms seems to always have his eye on you, and as far as I know, you've never gone out with him.
I don't go out with guys. I'm a worker sectarian. Only the queen of the hive has the proper pheromones for breeding. That's how it is.
It's something to consider. Don't worry. I'll make sure nothing happens to the president.
Hello, here is your gamma tea and cosmic cola.
Thank you.
Are you ready to order?
We'll take a few more minutes.
Okay, just so you know, our specials today are Sarlacc tentacles, topped with the garbanzo beans.
Good to know. Well, this actually worked out quite nicely. It's been much too long since I've had a chance to do anything like this.
Yeah, but do you need to go somewhere after this?
No.
Then why are you wearing your uniform then?
Oh, well, I always wear this when I go out in public. I rarely have any other clothes. As a member of the Space Squad, I always need to be on alert. But I'm not expecting anything to come up tonight. My associates have security for the President's address covered, and I trust them completely.
Oh yeah, what's the president talking about again? A few of my friends are posting about that on Facebook.
I believe she'll be laying out the conglomeration's policies regarding that parallel universe they just discovered a portal to.
Oh.
But that's not what we're here to talk about tonight. I'm taking the night off from all that. Let's talk about you, Drexia. Who are you really? I know you work in the launch bay, but that's about it.
Actually, I might be leaving the launch bay soon. I just interviewed at the Bureau of Genetic Experimentation, and I think it went pretty well.
I actually know a few people over at the Bureau of Genetic Experimentation. A few years ago, Lady Gravitox took over their offices, and believe me, when she got a hold of their embryos...
There you go again.
Wow, what did I...
Lady Gravitox! This is the 3rd time she's come up tonight. You first mentioned her when you picked me up, you next mentioned her on the People Mover over here, and now this. It's like you're obsessed with her or something.
Well, Lady Gravitox is a big part of my life for a long time.
It's just, I think you're a nice guy, and I thought it would be fun to go out with you. But I feel like I'm competing for your affections with this Gravitox person. Like, you have something with her that I'm not giving you.
No. You've got it all wrong. She was my enemy. I hated her. Well, I suppose hate is a strong word.
Look, Vek, I don't think this is working out.
Hello, are you ready to order now? I would like to inform you that our produce vaporizer is on the fritz, so we are unable to make Pandora sauce.
We'll just take a check for the drinks and the appetizers, please.
Okay.
We're coming to you now with a shocking story out of the Capitol. Galactic President Leah Smoot has been shot. She was shot in the neck with an electron dart midway through her speech and remains in critical condition. She is being transported to Hatfield Memorial Hospital where the galaxy's best doctors are standing by.
Don't worry, everyone. As a member of the elite space squad, I can assure you that you are all perfectly safe. In fact, I'm on my way down to the Capitol right now to track down the fiends who did this.
The prime suspect in the shooting, Captain Vek Tempus, a 6-year veteran of the space squad who was one of its top brass, but reportedly as of late has become much less reliable.
Vek Tempus to Space Squad Central. Come in, Space Squad Central. Vek Tempus mission log. The president has been shot. Repeat, the president has been shot. And for reasons unknown, someone is attempting to pin the blame on me.
But that's Vek Tempus!
Oh, everyone, thank goodness you're all here. Have you heard? Someone tried to kill the president, and for some reason they want people to think
I know, grab him!
Come on! Why, Vek? Why would you want to kill the president? I've purely been framed, can't you see?
You can drop him. Okay, Vek, you didn't really try to kill the president, did you?
No, of course not.
All right, we believe you.
We do?
Somebody's trying to set you up.
That's become apparent, but why?
I don't know, but whoever it is doing a really good job of it. Show him.
The manhunt continues for attempted assassin Vek Tempus as the evidence against him piles up. He was identified by full-body DNA scan as he fled the scene, and surveillance footage shows a humanoid male of Tempus's height and build escaping the Capitol. We now have confirmation that Captain Tempus's ID was scanned by Space Squad security checkpoint shortly before the assassination.
Yeah, we should have seen the warning signs after he started screwing up one mission after another. I never thought he'd plot something like this. But looking back at it, I guess it all makes sense.
I'm pretty sure he had a thing going on with Lady Gravitox. Believe me, last year I spent way more time with both of them than anyone ever should. And he couldn't stop talking about her, and she couldn't stop talking about him. I guess at some point, she must have gotten under his skin.
Galaxia Centrum is under complete lockdown as the Space Squad continues its search for the assailant.
Everyone actually believes I did this?
Vek, whoever really did it was able to trick a DNA scanner. Those things are never wrong, and only authorized personnel had access into the Capitol.
This just in. This office has received a recorded message from the assassin. Let's have a listen.
This is Vek Tempus. I tried to kill the president. I've grown tired of the Space Squad, the conglomeration, and everything it represents. So I'm trying to bring an end to it all.
You aren't safe here. We have to get you as far away from this planet as possible until we know what's going on.
But I can't do that, even if I wanted to. He said Galaxia Centrum is under complete lockdown.
Well, lucky for you, we're the ones keeping it locked down. He went that way!
things don't go to photon speed? No wonder they're so cheap.
Commander, the suspect is in our sights. He's fleeing the planet in a Class 9 space pod.
He won't get far in one of those. Take down the ship and bring him in.
Affirmative. Rolando, fire the isotope cannons.
What? You want me to shoot at Vek? Wait, did he really try to kill the president?
No, we just don't want the commander to know we're helping him.
Oh, I'm so confused.
Rolando, don't actually hit him!
You told me to shoot at him. How am I supposed to do that and not actually hit him?
Just shoot around him!
What happened? He's gone off our radar.
Commander, the suspect has gone through a wormhole. We've lost him.
Well, so much for that. Come back to Space Squad Central. We'll regroup and figure out where he went.
Hey, did you know my software is out of date? Upgrade to the new iPal XR operating system for all the latest and greatest features.
Hello, this is Jane Hamilton on planet Earth. How can I help you?
Hello, Jane. It's Vek Tempus from the Space Squad.
Oh, hi. Good to hear from you. It's been a while.
Say, just out of curiosity, you haven't received any news bulletins from the galactic conglomeration in the past few hours, have you?
No, they still keep forgetting we exist. We don't usually get galactic news till after the fact. Why? What's up?
It's complicated. All you need to know is that right now I'm on an important mission and I need to make a stopover on Earth. Would it be too much of a problem if I were to beam down to your place right now?
No, not really. I'm not doing much right now, but why?
That's excellent. I'll see you in a moment. Jane Hamilton, it's a pleasure to see you again.
Vek Tempus, welcome back to Earth.
And I can assure you, Mr. Yakamoto, with the transceiver dish installed, you can communicate directly with these octopus creatures. Yeah, and you can ask them personally to stop attacking your city.
Does he actually live here? I was never clear on that.
He's helping me close the deal to set up a transceiver dish in Tokyo. We've got them all over the world now. It's taken a lot of pressure off me and the original, even if we are still the planet's main communication hub.
Oh, hey, we have a visitor from another galaxy.
I'm from the same galaxy, actually, just a different part of it. But it's a pleasure to see you, too. So, how have things been in Sector 6 as of late? I haven't been back here since we chased off those Kilfrangian jewel thieves a few months back.
Oh, you know, things have been pretty quiet as usual.
Well, that's certainly good to hear, especially considering how chaotic everything was last year.
Yeah. We've had a handful of visitors in recent months, but thankfully very few of them have been hostile.
If they were, they would have had the Space Squad to answer to.
So, what exactly are you doing on Earth?
And why are you here alone? Where's, Bug Girl and Blue-Haired Woman, Robot Man and the other?
Well, it's what you might call a funny story, actually. You see, I've been framed for attempted murder.
Wow, never a dull moment with you people.
Attempted assassination, to be exact. It was the galactic president who was nearly killed. Last I heard, she was still alive. And due to a crater full of falsified evidence, most of the conglomeration believes I was responsible. They actually managed to trick a full-body DNA scanner.
I don't think we have those.
You will soon enough. Anyway, my crew helped me escape Galaxia Centrum, and now I'm on the run. I wanted to get as far away as possible, so I came here, to the most remote inhabited planet I know of.
You do know the president's coming to Earth this weekend, don't you?
No. I actually did not know that.
You know, we believe you're innocent, obviously, but coming here of all places makes you look even more guilty.
Well, why is President Smoot coming to Earth?
She's giving a speech to all of our world leaders to try to convince them to stick with your conglomeration, or whatever you call it.
there's a chance Earth might leave the conglomeration?
Yeah, there's actually been a growing anti-extraterrestrial sentiment on Earth these past few months. You know, we were all happy to have you help us clean up Lady Gravitox's mess, but once I got taken care of, people started to get paranoid.
Ah, yes, the fear of the unknown. It always comes into play right after first contact, but most planets get through it quickly, and I'm sure you will too.
I don't know. The people of Earth are a pretty stubborn bunch.
I've yet to meet a race of intelligent life forms who aren't.
Oh yeah? Well, we still haven't adopted the metric system.
That's actually just America. You remember Dr. Nielsen, our overseer from the Institute? She's really not too fond of aliens.
Yeah, when you guys visited last year, she had a traumatic experience with some bubble thing, and it really got to her.
Lately, she's been trying to get us to dismantle the transceiver dish. In her mind, even just communicating with other planets poses a threat to the people of Earth. Luckily, she doesn't have any authority to... Oh, and speaking of the dish, someone's calling it right now.
Hi, you're the people from Earth, right? Is this who I'm supposed to contact?
Yes.
Okay, here's the deal. A few hours ago, former Space Squad Captain Vek Tempus, seen here, attempted to assassinate President Leah Smoot with an electron dart gun. He was able to flee Galaxia Centrum through a wormhole, and at this point could be anywhere in the galaxy.
I see.
However, we have reason to believe he may have gone to Earth. It's light years away, he has known associates there, and the President is making a trip there in a few days, which will give him an even better shot at her. You haven't by any chance had contact with Vek Tempus, have you?
No, not recently.
Alright, I don't know how you do things out there, but if you can let everyone on your planet know, if you see him, to contact the Space Squad immediately. We can't justify sending our own ships out to Sector 6 unless we know for sure that's where he is.
Of course.
And one more thing. Lady Gravitox is currently incarcerated on your planet, and Captain Tempus has a known history with her. There's some who suspect he may try to break her out, so definitely touch base with whoever's guarding her.
Right, I will do that.
Thanks for your help.
That was the right thing to do, wasn't it? Covering for you? I mean, I assume you're innocent, but I guess I don't actually know for sure.
Jane, you have my word that I did not attempt to kill the President. And I thank you for putting your own well-being at risk by helping me.
Yeah.
That said, I'm beginning to think it might have been a mistake to flee to Earth, and perhaps I should depart for another quadrant at my earliest convenience.
That might not be a bad idea.
Although the commander has reminded me of something.
What's that?
Well, I'd really like to get to the bottom of this whole conspiracy and find out who's setting me up. I'm just having a hard time getting into the mindset of someone who would ever do something so sinister. Which is why before I leave this planet, there's someone I need to talk to.
Do you want me to wait here for you?
No. I'll just beam back to my ship once I've done. I've involved you in this enough already.
Okay then. Well, it was nice seeing you again, if only briefly.
So I get down there, and guess what? Wasn't even aliens.
You know, it's gonna sound cliche, but I hate when that happens.
Yeah. I guess the Neves had just got some cockatoo or something. And the noise it made, I don't know, I guess it sounded otherworldly.
That's nothing. Did I ever tell you about the time I got sent up north to confiscate some alien artifact this woman had found? The whole time I'm there yelling at her, trying to get her to quiet down. Turns out when I finally go and get it, it's just some little toy flying saucer from the 1950s. You know, it lights up and makes funny noises.
Oh, yeah, you've told me about that before.
She was terrified of the thing. She wouldn't even go near it. I gotta tell you, I don't get people sometimes. Are we expecting anyone today?
I don't think so. I'll go see what's up. Look who it is. Our old friend, Captain Vek Tempus.
What are you doing here?
I need to speak with Lady Gravitox.
What? You're crazy. She's a high security prisoner. You can't just come in here and...
Please. It's imperative that I see her as soon as possible. The fate of the galaxy may be at stake.
No, that's too risky.
If it helps, we have this thing we do sometimes where we talk to prisoners through a PA system. They write down their responses on cards and hold them up to the security camera.
That sounds needlessly complicated.
Usually works pretty well.
No. I need to be in there with her. I need to talk to her face to face.
You realize she's been in there by herself for over a year now. She's definitely more crazy now than she was before.
I've brought protection.
What exactly is it you want to talk to her about?
That's classified. Official Space Squad business.
That figures.
I suppose there's no harm in letting him in there for a few minutes, right?
Ah! All right, but keep it quick. And be careful around her.
Lady Gravitox.
Vek Tempus. What brings you here?
Yesterday, or earlier today, I was on a different planet, so I'm not sure. Someone attempted to assassinate the president of the galactic conglomeration.
Oh my. Is the president all right?
The last I heard, they were still calling it an attempted assassination, so I'm assuming she survived.
That's good.
Yes, but there's something else.
Oh? What is it?
Whoever attempted the assassination tried to pin the blame on me. In spite of a solid alibi, I was implicated by security footage, a falsified audio confession, and a full-body DNA scan.
Wow. I'm surprised. Those things are supposed to be impossible to fool.
I know. Whoever did this really knows what they're doing. Which is why I came here. Lady Gravitox, you are the most evil, most fiendish, most diabolical villain I've ever known. I need you to help me understand who could have done this, and why.
I don't know. It certainly wasn't me. I've been locked in this room.
Obviously it wasn't you, but look, I'm not like you. I've never had an evil thought in my life. I just need to know, if you had done something like this, what would your motivation have been?
I suppose if I had attempted an assassination, it would be to cause chaos, confusion, and paranoia. Create the sort of environment that would make the conglomeration ripe for conquest.
But why would they frame me?
It adds fuel to the fire. If people can't trust the space squad, who can they trust?
Seems like things are going pretty smoothly.
Just wait. I guarantee in a minute or so we'll be...
Good afternoon, Agent Muntz. Agent Kilroy. Sure you weren't expecting to see me today?
Hello, Agent Orange.
Please, not now. It's really a bad time.
How can this be a bad time? Are you doing something important? Ah! No! Nothing we do anymore is important now that Earthlings know that aliens exist.
Just get right to it. Why are you here?
I am here to announce once again that I am completely overhauling our operation.
So what is it this time?
Well, I am sure you both are aware of the increasingly influential anti-extraterrestrial movement.
Yeah? What about it?
But you aren't aware of any specific individuals who could potentially be behind this.
I was always focused on my own evil plans. I never paid much attention to what anyone else was doing.
Okay. Well, you've given me quite a bit to think over, so thank you.
You're welcome, Vek.
Hopefully, your insight will enable me to get to the bottom of this conspiracy.
I hope it does.
Well then, I suppose I'd best be going. Until we meet again.
Oh, Vek! Oh, you came back! Oh, I knew you'd come back! Oh, yes! You will be mine this time, Vek Tempus. Oh, you will be mine!
That is the dumbest idea you've ever had.
Yeah. The whole reason why we spent years trying to prevent the people of Earth from finding out about the aliens on this planet was the risk that they'd react this way.
Well, the fact is they did find out. And so we can't do our original job anymore. If we help them move the aliens out, it's going to make a great use of our resources. And you better bet it's going to be profitable.
No! There's no way we're helping these small-minded morons.
Hold your tongue, Agent Kilroy. I just happen to have one of these small-minded morons with me here today. And she just happens to be a professor at the New England Scientific Institute. Oh, hi! Dr. Paula Nielsen here is an area leader in the anti-extraterrestrial movement. And she's our newest benefactor.
Hello, gentlemen. It's a pleasure to meet you.
She's going to be helping you round up all the aliens in the Boston area.
Okay, is that all? Because we got more important things to attend to. We just let Vek Tempus
What?
into
Vek Tempus? Space Squad? He's here on this planet.
Yeah? Why?
What? Am I the only one here who reads the galactic news?
Stop right there, both of you! Vek Tempus, you are charged with the attempted assassination of President Leah Smoot. Agents will be entering shortly to escort you to your own chamber.
They found out. I knew coming here wasn't the greatest idea.
How convenient. It looks like you and I are busting out of this place together.
No, you shall remain here in this room while I... Wait, how did you...
Get back in there, you two, right now!
Gentlemen, ladies, you have my utmost assurance that I'm innocent. The whole reason I came here was...
Shut up and leave this to me!
Be careful with that, it's extremely dangerous!
Well, that takes care of that.
Stop right there, Lady Gravitox. You're not going anywhere.
Says who? We're both fugitives now. If you bring me back there, you'll get locked up too. The way I see it, you and I are in the same ship.
No, our circumstances are completely different. I'm innocent of the one crime I've been accused of. You're guilty of more crimes than I can count.
Even so, you said everyone thinks you're guilty. Maybe you should just start playing the role you've been casting, you know? Embrace your dark side.
I do not have a dark side.
Oh no, you do. We all do. And I've been trying to bring yours out for years. I think this might finally be my golden opportunity. Stick with me, and I will show you a universe full of evil, malice, and depravity.
No, we've had this conversation before, and my current circumstances do not change a thing. I will be sticking with you, but only because you are my prisoner, and I need to keep tabs on you until I have the authority to bring you to justice again.
Sure. You keep telling yourself that. Admit it. You missed me.
You can come in now. Wallando, you stay here and stand guard.
Oh, look. It's the elite space squad crew who took a week to get me home last year.
good to see you, Captain Zeldana. Thank you for stopping by.
It's our pleasure, Madam President. Are you feeling any better?
A little bit each day. They did finally take out the electron dot this morning. So, is it really true that Vek Tempus did this?
That's what the evidence points to.
I just never would have thought he had it in him.
It's not too surprising. Probably did to impress his girlfriend, Lady Gravitox.
We're doing everything we can to track him down and bring him to justice.
That's good.
We were actually hoping we could have a look at the electron dart that hit you. It's a long shot, but it might give us some leads.
Of course. Oh, where is the electron dot?
It's being sterilized. It should be done momentarily. Please wait.
So how does it feel to be hunting down your old leader? Is it hard on you, or is it something that you've always wanted to do anyway?
You'll have to excuse my daughter. She's going through plasma withdrawals, and it's making her moodier than usual.
Mom, seriously, stop saying that to people.
Here's the dart. Please be careful with it, though. It's still charged with enough radiation to melt the ice caps of a small planetoid.
We'll be extremely careful, thanks. Well, Madam President, we're off to continue our mission.
We hope you get better soon.
I hope so, too. I have an important journey to Earth coming up. Well, good luck on your mission.
Okay, iPal, what can you tell us about where this electron dart came from?
I will scan the dart after this advertisement.
Do you think he'll ever stop if we update his software?
I doubt it.
Are you suffering from space sickness every time you leave the atmosphere? Then you need to try hypodroxycertolin. Hypodroxycertolin will increase your energy for long space journeys and give you a nice, relaxed feeling to go with it. Warning, hypodroxycertolin has been known to cause hearts to explode. Do not take hypodroxycertolin if your species relies on a heart to circulate blood.
We shouldn't be advertising that. It's banned on almost every planet in the galaxy.
Okay, now what about this?
The electron dart is composed of a manganese dilithium alloy found only in the 4th and 5th planets of the Malvago system.
The Malvago system? Isn't that...
Where they found the portal to the parallel universe.
That's where we need to go.
Okay. Can I see your communicator again?
Please tell me what we're doing right now.
We are here to see Kordak Zydeco. He used to be a black market palladium dealer on the outskirts of Buxelta. But now, according to Spacebook, he's operating out of this sandwich shop.
Well, that's convenient. So he's an old friend of yours?
You might say that. He supplied me with the crystals I used to build that transdibulator that one time.
Oh yes, I remember that. Took a long time to clean up.
I'm hoping he can help us jumpstart our plan to conquer the galaxy.
Again, there's no us in this. I am not involved in any plan to usurp the conglomeration. In fact, I'm staying with you primarily
Okay! Let's just go in.
Hi, can I get you something for lunch today?
Kordak Zydeco. How nice to see you here.
Have we met?
What? It's me. Lady Gravitox.
Oh, right. I didn't recognize you without the hole. Never mind.
And look who I've got with me. The love of my life, Captain Vek Tempus.
Technically, I'm not with her. She's my prisoner. I'm just...
Wait, what are you doing here? You were captured last year. Aren't you supposed to be locked up?
Vek here just helped me escape. I'm ready to launch a new plan to conquer the galaxy, and I can use all the help I can get. So, are you on board?
Do you really think I'm gonna help you with another one of your plans?
Well, What?
2 years. I spent 2 years in Carbasil doing hard labor because your transdibulator blew up, and the conglomeration traced the palladium back to me. I can't say I'm in any rush to help you again.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But surely you know someone else on this planet who might be willing to help?
No. I'm not in the evil business anymore, Lady Gravitox. You're on your own.
Oh,
Oh, I see. You're not in the evil business anymore. So you're telling me this restaurant isn't a front for some new chemical smuggling operation?
I moved out here to Sector 6 to start my life over again. I gotta say, this job's working out pretty well for me.
Really?
Yeah, you know, working with evil empires, you gain a lot of skills that are useful in the food service industry.
You realize you're missing out on the chance to conquer the galaxy, don't you?
I was never interested in conquering the galaxy. My dealings with you were just a way to make money.
Well, fine. I never liked working with you anyway.
That's a sentiment we both share. But while you're here, do you want to order a burger? Maybe a cheesesteak sub?
You know I don't eat meat!
I could actually use...
Kodak Zydeco?
Yeah, that's me.
The files indicate that you were once an acquaintance of Lady Gravitox. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I worked with her once. Actually.
What? This man is an associate of Lady Gravitox? And he's just working here in a public establishment?
Yes, and that's why we're here to talk to him.
You see, Mr. Zydeco, you've got a bit of a situation. A few hours ago, Lady Gravitox.
But what is he doing here? He's an extraterrestrial and surely not a friendly one. If he knows her, he shouldn't be allowed to serve food to people like this. He should be locked up, or better yet, sent back to whatever planet he came from.
Pipe down, will you? Our files indicate he's been clean for years.
Yeah, conglomeration dealt with him a long time ago. The whole time he's been on Earth, he's been an upstanding citizen.
We can't afford to take any chances if he has any connection to that horrible woman. He's a threat to all of us. Do you know what she did to me? She had me locked up in this bubble. For hours on end, my entire body was electrified with a maximum voltage a human body could withstand, and the electricity was turned off and on at irregular intervals, so I never knew when it would start up again. By the end, I wanted to die, but I was hooked up to this feeding tube I couldn't rip out, so that wasn't happening. Even after Lady Gravitox was defeated, it took 3 whole days for them to find me.
Look, I'm really sorry you had such a bad experience. But don't you think finding Lady Gravitox herself should be our highest priority instead of harassing her former collaborators?
Agent Orange ordered you to apprehend and deport all extraterrestrials currently making their home on Earth. Did she not?
Yeah. But we're not always required to do everything she said.
There she goes.
What?
Lady Gravitox? I've been trying to tell you, she's been in here the whole time. While you guys were arguing, she walked out the door.
Thanks a lot. Come on.
Mark my words, you will be expelled from this planet. But first, I'd love to try some of your onion rings.
Nice getaway, Captain Tempus.
Well, trying to reconnect with that guy sure was a great idea. Do you have any other friends in the area you'd like to touch base with?
Not that I know of. Look, I really thought he'd help us.
From now on, I'll be deciding what we do and where we go. I just need to find a way to clear my name without letting you out of my sight.
You really have no idea what you're doing, do you?
No, I do. I just...
Come on. We need to change our outfits again. Oh, this is so much fun!
The sooner this whole thing gets resolved, the better.
We are now approaching the Malvago system.
Disengage. KaPow, get us the directions to the 5th planet of the system.
The 5th planet of the Malvago system is located 32 gigameters away at an angle of 56 by 139 by 71 degrees.
Rolando, enter those coordinates and take us there.
Right.
Rolando, what did you do?
I didn't do anything. I just did what you told me to do. I don't know what happened.
I'll just let you do it. He's right, it's not working. Are we moving backward? How are we moving backward?
I think we're caught in a tractor beam.
What just happened?
I don't know. Beatrix, come with me. We'll onto an iPal, you stay with the ship. But if we're not back in 10 minutes, you're free to come looking for us.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Well, congratulations. You found me.
Who is that? Who's there?
Vek?
It's me, Vek Tempus. Welcome aboard my new ship. It's an Iota-class dreadnought armed with enough artillery to take down an entire fleet of star skimmers.
Vek, what are you doing here? What's going on? What's happening?
I've gone bad, as you can see. It was me who tried to kill the president after all. I found that being evil suits me much better than fighting for justice ever did.
Vek, we helped you escape into a wormhole. You told us you were innocent.
Isn't it obvious?
Isn't what obvious?
That I'm not the Vek Tempus you're familiar with. I'd keep up the whole charade, but given that you managed to find me out here, I can tell you're clever enough to put it together yourselves. Especially considering how close we are to the portal.
The portal.
The parallel universe!
Holy pulsars! It all makes sense. The DNA scan, the recorded confession. You're an evil Vek Tempus from the other universe.
I am Lord Tempus, Supreme Dictator of the Galactic Imperium, ruler of the galaxy in my universe, and soon to be ruler of your galaxy as well.
Not if we have anything to say about it. By the authority of the Space Squad, we're placing you under arrest.
Sorry, but I think I'm outside your jurisdiction. Take care of them.
Hold it right there! Vek! Is that you?
Yes, it's me. Buddy?
What are you doing here?
I'm hiding, because, as you know, I was framed for murder. Attempted murder, rather.
Where is Mara and Beatrix?
Oh, they just went to the bathroom. You know, girl talk.
Okay. Wait, why do you have a beard?
Oh, well, I'm just, going through a phase right now, that's all.
Hey, did you know my software is out of date? Upgrade to the new iPal XR operating system for all the latest and greatest features.
You haven't upgraded the software on this iPal unit?
Well, no. There's still some problems with it. It's not that good.
No, I don't know who's been telling you that, but they certainly don't have their facts straight.
Well, didn't you tell me that?
No, I don't think so. It was probably Beatrice or Mira. Go on, you can install the upgrade right now.
Okay, iPal, install upgrade.
Do you agree to the following terms and conditions? By installing the new iPal XR operating system, you will use it in concordance with all existing conglomeration laws, ordinances, and regulations, and will waive all liability if these terms are infringed upon. You also agree that the
Just
Space
say
Squad
I
Robotics
agree.
Division is not responsible for any
I agree.
monetary... You have successfully installed the new iPal XR operating system.
Perfect. Now, why don't you go dust off some of my control panels? They're building up a nasty layer of subatomic dust.
Okay.
iPal, give me the coordinates for the planet Earth. Okay, I admit. I have no idea what I'm doing. I haven't the slightest clue who framed me, and cut off from the rest of the space squad, I don't know how I'll ever find out.
I don't know what I'm doing either. I just want to start another plan to conquer the galaxy. But I don't have any contacts on this planet. The one guy I knew won't even help us. Although, it is kind of romantic, you know. Just the two of us on the run together from the law.
No, there's nothing romantic about this. As I've stated repeatedly, you are my prisoner, and I'm sticking with you strictly to make sure you stay out of trouble.
Oh no, you're starting to enjoy this. You finally got a taste of the other side. I can see the darkness brewing inside you. You just need to let it out.
Stop it! Believe me, the sooner you're locked up again, the happier I'll be. I should have never come to this planet.
That reminds me, how did you get to this planet anyway?
I've got a Class 9 space pod in orbit. Took it through a wormhole.
Well, why didn't you say something to begin with? We gotta beam up there and fly back to civilization!
No, it's a really small spacecraft. Not big enough for 2 people.
I'm sure we can squeeze in together.
No, it's really small. We would literally be on top of each other.
Look, it is them. Yeah, I didn't think they'd get far on foot.
On second thought, beaming up right now might not be the worst idea.
Oh, now this is cozy.
Okay, now if we just find a way to beam us down somewhere else. If you could just move a little.
I'm sorry. No room.
Wait, what is that?
Oh, hey, Mara. I was just cleaning out this control panel. Vek told me it was getting really dusty.
Wallando, that wasn't the real Vek. You know that, right?
What?
See if you can get us out of here.
There's a ship approaching Earth, and it's huge.
Do you know what model? It's not part of the conglomeration fleet, is it?
It looks like an Iota-class dreadnought, but I'm pretty sure those were all decommissioned and melted down years ago.
Okay, so I've scrambled the signal so we can get the star skimmer out of the docking bay without him noticing.
Look! There's 3 iPals!
Shh! How exactly are we going to figure out which one is ours?
I don't know. Let's just get back to the ship and we'll come back for him once we have a plan.
Wait, number 53. That's my crew.
Mara, I'm getting a transmission. It says it's from a nearby ship.
Does he know we escaped already?
No, it's coming from a different ship.
Okay, put it on.
Mara, are you there?
Vek, what are you doing? Is that Lady Gravitox?
It's a really long story. And I was out of ideas, so I beamed us back to the space pod. Well, look who it is.
Okay, well, we just got out of a major bind ourselves. We need to...
Wait, the space pod's moving. I didn't touch anything. Although...
Vek?
Oh no! What do we do now?
To the beamer.
Well, that was fun.
It's over, Lady Gravitox. My crew knows I'm innocent, and they still have the authority to arrest you.
Trust me, after the day we spent together, it won't be long before you start to rethink your dedication to the Space Squad.
I can assure you that... There is nothing that would make me...
Welcome back, Captain.
Mara, Beatrix, Lady Gravitox is on that ship. We need to...
That's the least of our worries. First things first, we need to get you somewhere safe.
are you?
Vek?
It's me, Vek Tempus. Actually, I just saw you on that ship with the other Vek Tempus, so you're not going to buy this at all. I'm another Vek Tempus from a parallel universe.
Another Vek Tempus?
Now, who, may I ask, are you? You look so beautiful and so very evil.
And evil is a thing that appeals to you?
Evil is the only way to be. I never would have conquered the galaxy in my universe if I followed some sort of moral code.
Wait, let me make sure I have this straight. You are an alternate universe version of Vek Tempus, the man that I have been in love with for my entire adult life. And you are exactly like him in every single way except you are evil?
I suppose that's a simplified way of putting it.
I'm Lady Gravitox. Will you marry me?
Lady Gravitox is at large. That's the bigger point you seem to be missing?
Hey, she's the Space Squad's problem now. Your job is to eliminate extraterrestrials who are calling Earth their home, which is what you had a golden opportunity to do today at the restaurant and didn't.
Come on.
This is where the funding is coming from now. Deal with it.
I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so.
Well, if you're so smart, Professor, what do you suggest we do next?
This just doesn't make any sense. How could there be an evil version of me?
I don't know, but there is, and he's the one responsible for all this.
Are you sure it wasn't just some guy who kind of looked like me and cooked up some crazy story to freak you out?
Vek, he looked exactly like you.
Except for the beard. He looked like you with the beard.
Well, now you completely lost me. I would never under any circumstances grow a beard. Why would I want hair growing out of my face?
Well, Vek, I think what they're trying to say is you would grow a beard if you were evil.
So what's your take on all of this? Is there any Earth science that backs up the notion of parallel universes with twisted versions of the same people in them?
Well, people have come up with some outlandish theories. I personally never lent them much credence, but a little over a year ago, the notion of extraterrestrials who looked and acted exactly like humans from Earth seemed impossible, so what do I know?
Nothing. She knows nothing. At this point, anything is possible.
So we might as well give serious consideration to the multiverse theory of quantum mechanics.
The what?
Here's how it works. Anytime you make a choice between two things, whatever you decide, it creates an alternate universe where you made the opposite choice, along with all the consequences of that choice. And it applies not only to choices life forms make, but to any event with multiple outcomes. Anything that ever could have happened has happened in either this universe or another. There could be infinite universes out there. Some of them barely distinguishable from ours, some of them different in ways you can never even imagine.
Right, sure. So, and dead cats, right? Because somehow dead cats are involved in this.
So, going off of this admittedly contentious theory, in some other universe, events occurred just differently enough that its version of Vek Tempus became evil and conquered the galaxy.
That's impossible. I can more or less wrap my head around the idea of multiple universes, but I can't think of anything that happened in my life that would have turned me evil.
It might not have even been something that happened in your life. The other you could have been born into a universe completely different from this one, and external factors made him evil. Again, this is a really far-fetched theory, so honestly, who knows?
Still, I've dedicated my life to fighting for hope, freedom, and justice. I've simply never done anything even remotely evil.
Maybe, but you do have a complicated relationship with one of the most notorious villains in the galaxy.
Yeah, and your definition of justice always tends to go hand in hand with stopping her current plan.
Just saying.
Even so, now that Lady Gravitox is on board that dreadnought with my evil counterpart, I can only begin to imagine what diabolical plots they might be concocting. We need to contact Space Squad Central immediately.
So, to the dish then?
To the dish then.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here? You just let yourself into my backyard?
I knew you wouldn't approve of this, and I wasn't in the mood for an argument. But before you ask, yes, these gentlemen do have the authority to confiscate your transceiver dish.
But Dr. Nielsen, we need to use the dish right now.
Yes, this is a galactic emergency. We need to contact Space Squad Central immediately.
Vek Tempus.
Whoa. Well, you guys got this, right? I don't live here. I gotta go home.
Well, this is a nice surprise. You didn't expect to hide from us this long, did you?
For the last time, I am not the one who tried to assassinate the president.
Yeah, it was an evil version of him from a parallel universe.
Well, gotta give him points for creativity.
As preposterous as it sounds, it appears to be the truth.
It doesn't matter now. You've got orders to apprehend all extraterrestrials in the area. You all need to come with us.
What? No, I thought things changed for Earth during the conglomeration.
New policy in place. It's complicated.
Jane, it's like I keep telling you, we need to keep the planet safe.
What?
Beatrice, are you okay?
Oh, shit! Let's ask you one question. What happened to Lady Gravitox?
She's currently on a ship orbiting this planet with my evil parallel universe doppelganger. With the two of them together, the entire galaxy is in peril, and I shudder to think of what foul things they might be doing at this very moment.
We are all gathered here today to witness the marriage of Lord Vek of the House of Tempus to Her Excellency, Lady Gravitox, in evil matrimony. Do you, Lord Tempus, take Lady Gravitox to be your lawfully wedded wife, your nefarious co-conspirator, your evil partner in crime, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And do you, Lady Gravitox, take Lord Tempus to be your lawfully wedded husband, your nefarious co-conspirator, your evil partner in crime, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Then with the authority programmed in me by the Galactic Imperium, I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss your evil bride.
You know, I will say this. The men in black have a really comfortable prison.
Well, these rooms weren't intended to be prison cells. From what I've read, their original purpose was to rehabilitate people who had had encounters with off-worlders and make them think they'd imagined everything.
Hey folks, we're bringing in a lot of people, so the facility's really starting to fill up. We can fit one more in here, right?
Why not?
Hello, Space Squad. Nice to see you again.
Do we know you?
Oh yeah, we've met before. I've had dealings with all of you in the past.
Well, I'm struggling to recall them, but I certainly hope they were pleasant dealings.
Can you believe what they're doing? They're rounding up all the extraterrestrials on the planet, even those of us who are fully authorized to be here. It's just not right.
Yes, it's inconvenient, but really it's the least of our worries.
How so?
As it happens, the galaxy is in peril. Yesterday, Lady Gravitox escaped from this very facility, and now she's more than likely collaborating with another dastardly villain, who just happens to be an evil version of me.
From a parallel universe?
Yes, from a parallel universe.
How do you know that?
As it turns out, I've been to that universe.
Go on.
You? Yeah, me.
What's going on?
Okay. Your friends came to me and asked if I could help break you guys out of here again, which gave me an idea. An idea that just might help you out a lot.
So I disguised myself in this Catalian armor that I have, allowed myself to get taken in, talked them into putting me in a room with you guys, and now we're gonna make our escape in a way that won't leave any evidence. Pretty sweet deal, huh?
And how are we going to get out exactly?
Through another universe. Here, check this out. I got them off of Zarkanian Trader about 4 years ago. They allow for travel between universes.
Aren't those writing implements?
They're made to look like pens, but they're actually dimensional transponders. They send signals to other dimensions that open up portals you can go in and out of. You can take a look if you want, but be careful. Each one leads to a different universe. I've only used them a couple times myself. There's a lot of complications when...
Okay, let's just get to the point. What exactly do we do with these?
Here, this is the one you want to use. It'll take you to the dimension where your evil counterpart is from. Click once to open a portal, click twice to close it, and then if you click it a third time, it'll open up a portal that'll bring you to the woods down the street from here. Go ahead, try it. Okay, go quickly. You don't want to keep these portals open too long.
Aren't you coming with us?
No. I'm gonna make my escape through a much more pleasant dimension. But this one will give you guys, you know, a little insight.
See you on the other side, or back on this side, or something.
This place looks terrible.
Agreed. I'd have to imagine anyone would turn evil after spending too long in this universe.
Or maybe evil you is the reason it ended up this way.
What exactly is that supposed to mean?
Look!
Now that's just tacky. And really, Lord? All right, let's just take a quick look around and then open another portal. The sooner we...
Put your hands up now!
Tom, look, it's him!
Ha! You're right. Look at who we have here. The head honcho, Emperor of the Galaxy himself. Clean shaven and hiding out on Earth.
No, I'm not him. I'm not Lord Tempus. I'm Captain Vek Tempus. I'm the good version of him from a parallel universe.
Do you expect us to believe that?
Well, I don't know. He could be telling the truth. Don't forget, before the invasion, we thought there was no way extraterrestrials would look like humans and speak English.
Hey, that's just like the regular Jane and Tom.
Hold on. How do you know our names?
We've met before. In our universe.
Okay, this just keeps getting weirder.
Oh, it's weird for us too, believe me.
If you know our names, what else do you know?
Well, back where we come from, you're both scientists. You built a quantum caliber transceiver dish out of spare parts in the hopes of contacting life forms on other planets. And you work for a professor that really likes onion rings.
These folks might be the real deal, Tom.
Well, if you're from that universe, what are you doing in this universe?
We're here because that guy with the beard came to our universe.
You should probably come with us. Tempus invaded Earth a few years ago. We'd never had contact with extraterrestrials before, so it was pretty easy for him to conquer.
With Earth as his base, he took over Space Squad, captured the president, and set up a military dictatorship across the galaxy.
In the war that followed, our planet got pummeled into oblivion and society broke down. It all seemed hopeless until we were able to scavenge enough pieces to build that. We used it to contact the insurrection that sprung up to oppose the Galactic Imperium.
For the past few years, we've served as their eyes and their ears here on Earth, while they've kept us up to speed on the civil war that they're fighting.
Just a few weeks ago, an alliance of planets revolted against Lord Tempus and launched an attack on his base of operations. He survived, but went into hiding. and the whole galaxy's been looking for him ever since.
And they can't find him because he's in another universe.
If you're telling the truth, then yes.
So, if we were to defeat Lord Tempus and bring him to the exact spot where you found us, unarmed, you could bring him to justice somehow?
Yeah, probably. Can you do that?
We'll certainly try.
And when we do, we'll send help over to try to put your galaxy back together again.
I sure hope they're telling the truth.
The dark times are over. You have my word. This device may just hold the key to getting rid of the evildoer who shares my face.
We just need to be able to get close to him.
That means we have to get back on his ship.
And the only way to do that is to allow our ship to get captured again. Do you still have the mobile beamer?
Right here.
Hello, my darling husband.
Hello to you too, sweetheart.
You're looking very sinisterly handsome this morning. Is it morning? I can never tell in space. Well, I just woke up, so it's morning.
The time is almost upon us. In a matter of minutes, the space squad will escort the president of the galactic conglomeration to this remote planet. Once they do, I'll seize power and the galaxy will be mine.
Ours. The galaxy will be ours. We're in this together, don't forget.
Of course. When the dust settles, you will be by my side.
I will be more than just by your side. I will be ruling the galaxy along with you. We discussed this.
Of course. Whatever you wish.
Oh, you can be so silly sometimes, you handsome, handsome, evil, evil man. You know what the beauty of this all is? Even if we fail...
Fail? I'm sorry, we are not going to fail.
Oh, I know. But the space squad is onto us, so you never know. But even in the extremely unlikely event that our plan...
My plan, darling. I had the whole thing plotted out before you got here.
What I'm trying to say is that even in the unfathomable event that the plan that admittedly you came up with on your own were to backfire, we could still always just return to your universe. You've already conquered the galaxy there. We don't even have to...
No. I'm never going back there.
What? Why not?
Do you know what it's like to actually rule a galaxy? It's all paperwork, meetings, diplomatic visits, having to blow up unruly planets and still keep up appearances with others. I rule over 700 quintillion intelligent life forms and most of them hate me. It's an absolute nightmare. I don't know why anyone would ever want to rule a galaxy. But conquering the galaxy. The time I spent conquering my galaxy was the best time in my life. I never thought I'd get to experience it again until I found a way to travel between universes. And once I've conquered this galaxy, there are infinite others. It's almost time. And here they come. Okay, Mara, prepare to...
Hang on. What's that just beyond it?
It looks like a wormhole.
Madam President, we have successfully made it through the wormhole. We are now approaching planet Earth.
It's a bunch of star skimmers.
They must be escorting the president. She's due to make a speech on Earth today.
I forgot all about that.
Ease up, everyone. We have a massive, unidentified spacecraft blocking our flight path.
We need to warn them. Let them know who they're dealing with.
Vek, I'm trying to call the commander, but I'm getting a busy signal.
Well, hello there, Space Squad. You remember me, don't you? It is I, the nefarious Lady Gravitox. You actually managed to capture me last year, but as you can see, I've escaped. And now...
That's enough, dear. I can do this myself.
Vek Tempus?
Hello there, Commander. What seems to be the problem?
I could ask you the same question. How does someone go from being a Class A space squad captain to the conglomeration's #1 enemy?
The darkness was always inside me, Commander. It was simply a matter of letting it out.
Well, in any event, President Smoot has important business on Earth. Surrender now and allow the Jefferson Starship to pass, or we'll have to take defensive action. And trust me, you won't like it.
You don't give orders to me, Commander. As Supreme Admiral of the Space Squad, I outrank you.
What? Supreme Admiral? That rank doesn't even exist.
It does now. A 2/3 majority of the Space Squad voted to create the rank and elected me to it unanimously.
Impossible! There's no way that could have slipped by me.
It was included in the user agreement to the software upgrade on your iPal units. Are you telling me you listened to those all the way through?
Ha! That's very clever, Vek, but some deceptive fine print isn't going to make the whole Space Squad obey you.
I don't need the whole Space Squad to obey me. Your androids will see to it that my orders are carried out.
Huh.
First, I want the President beamed directly to my ship.
I knew I shouldn't have come on this stupid trip. Even going to the rocket lab boost with Dad wouldn't have sucked this much.
Well, I thought visiting Earth would be a good educational experience for you.
Mom, I've been to Earth. It's a boring, middle-of-nowhere planet with nothing to do.
Well, let's just hope that the citizens of Earth don't hear about this. It's not going to improve their image of us.
iPal, unhand the president now!
And now, I want all Star Skimmers to depart from this planet and launch a full-scale assault on Galaxia Centrum.
We're not going to!
Why is everyone leaving?
I don't like this.
Try to contact the commander again.
I can't talk right now. The iPads are mutiny. Tempus and Grab have taken the president.
Now, didn't I always say we were better off without iPal?
What do we do now?
We carry on with our plan. We're boarding that dreadnought.
Well, hello, Madam President. I'm delighted to finally meet you face to face. And Princess Ultima. I'm so happy to be reunited with one of my best friends.
Not you again.
Lady Gravitox, I should have known that you were involved with this. And Captain Tempus, what a shame that you let this horrible woman corrupt you like this.
Oh, she had nothing to do with it, really. I've always been this way. She's just along for the ride at this point. Now then, iPal here will escort you to your holding cell.
Do you have any plasma here? Because I need, like, all the plasma right now.
What's that sound?
Radar must have picked something up. Now, why isn't that one leaving with the others?
No robot on board?
Must be the case.
Wait, that's number 53. It's Captain Vek Tempus and his crew. Should we capture them?
I've got a better idea.
Oh no, it's a hyper-death ray. We need to get out of here now.
I'm sure Mara can maneuver us around it.
No, it's not worth the risk. Everyone to the beamer now.
Okay then, you heard her. To the beamer.
What happened?
We've got trouble.
Oh, good. See, I told you they'd come back as soon as...
What kind of trouble?
All kinds of trouble. Our ship just exploded, the space squad has been taken over by mutinous robots, and the president is now in the custody of 2 fiendish villains.
Okay, none of that sounds good.
Oh, hey guys, good timing. I think all of you want to come in here and watch this.
And so, effective immediately, the galactic conglomeration is indefinitely dissolved, and I am resigning from office. I hereby cede
all executive power to Supreme Admiral Vek Tempus.
And Lady Gravitox.
And Lady Gravitox.
Thank you for cooperating with us, Ms. Smoot.
Yeah. Nice job, Mom. You ended democracy, and I'm pretty sure I was never in any real danger.
You may think that you've gotten away with this, but the Space Squad will stop you.
Haven't I made it clear that I'm in control of the Space Squad? They do my bidding now. There's no one left who can stop me.
Well, there is still Captain Vek Tempus and his crew.
What? You watched me destroy their ship.
Well, you destroyed their ship, yes. But they could have beamed off the last minute. You've done that before, you know.
We just need to find a way to get on board that Dreadnought. It's the only way we'll put a stop to this.
But with the star skimmer gone, how can we possibly get to it?
Don't you guys have that little clicky thing that helps you transport on and off your spaceships?
The mobile beamer, that only works with our ship, the one that just exploded.
Ah, your technology's complicated.
Wait, Vek, do you have the mobile beamer for the ship you came here in?
Of course, the space pod. Nope, don't have it. Must have dropped it while I was up there with Lady Gravitox.
Nice going.
Do you have any idea how cramped those things are?
Okay, so we don't have any mobile beamers that will work. Are there any beamers here on Earth?
Don't look at us.
Well, the conglomeration probably has one on its outpost, doesn't it?
Outpost?
Of course, the conglomeration outpost. We were trying to get there last year before we found your dish.
iPal, where's the outpost located?
iPal's not here.
I knew that.
But he went through that spiel enough times for me to remember that the conglomeration outpost for the planet Earth is located in the city of New York.
Are you guys sure this is the only way we can do this?
They won't be able to enter the outpost without those access codes, and I don't know anyone else that has them.
Let's just be really careful.
Yeah. See what a brilliant idea this was? We rounded up more aliens than we can fit in our detention center. We can't even do anything with them now.
Can't we just put them on some sort of spacecraft and send them away?
No! The conglomeration's been overthrown. Now we can't even...
Hey guys, what's up?
I thought we locked that guy up this morning.
We did. We put him in the same room as the space squad. Son of a Bathosian! How did they escape? You remember to lock the door, didn't you, Lucy? Hey! Open the door!
Okay, so I don't totally know what I'm looking for, so this might take me...
Just what do you two think you're doing? Helping your alien friends, I expect?
Please, now is not the time.
Won't you think about the well-being of the people on your own planet? Do you even think about how all this cavorting with extraterrestrials is affecting us?
Hey, what we're doing is for the good of everyone in the galaxy, including Earth. I think.
No, it is. So, once again, Dr. Nielsen, I'm sorry about what happened to you in that bubble, but please just leave us alone.
You still think this is about that bubble? It's about more than that. I was a respected scientist at the top of my field. Then suddenly your silly transceiver dish, the one that I repeatedly tried to cut funding for, ends up saving the world and revolutionizing communications. How does that make me look? The only way I can salvage my reputation is do all I can to discredit you and that ridiculous...
Well, that was a bit excessive.
Yeah, but at least now we can work.
Okay, everyone, according to Ray, the conglomeration outpost is located somewhere underneath the Central Park. If all goes well, they should be able to get us the access codes by the time we get there. Let's go! The DNA scanner's detecting my presence down on the planet. You were right. He did survive, but he won't survive for long. iPow! Slow them down!
iPow, are you back to help us?
Okay, looks like we're doing this.
Okay, I got all the information. Now we just need to find a way to contact them. Doesn't seem to be a way to do it with this computer. People are so high-tech.
Well, what do they do with the pieces of the dish? We can use those, right?
If we can find it.
Oh, you two are in big trouble.
Why are you doing this to us? We're your friends.
Come on, everyone, we can do this. Just think of how you feel every time our iPow starts up an advertisement. Now, this is actually working.
So what were you thinking when you infiltrated this facility?
Hey, you know, it wasn't our idea. We were working on behalf of the Space Squadron.
Space Squad, huh? The Space Squad who mounted a hostile takeover of the conglomeration today.
No, that wasn't really... We're friends with the real... What I mean is the people we're working with are trying to stop the people who... I'm sorry, this is all really confusing.
Hey, you know, what side are you guys on anyway?
That's a really good question. We keep seeming to change allegiances.
They zapped me! They zapped me and left me for dead! We need to find them. We need to... Oh, you got them. Good.
Agent Oranger, are you okay?
Oh, there go my hat and sunglasses.
You're one of them.
Indeed I am. Surprise.
This doesn't make any sense. Why would you want to exterminate your own kind?
I don't. It's just that we're a cash-strapped, privately held organization who are just struggling to justify our existence. I thought by aligning ourselves with your movement, it would be a good use of our resources.
Well, our deal is off.
No! We need your funding!
All right. Just tell us why you two came here.
Yeah, forget about those two. We'll help you guys out.
They sent us the access codes. Come on, everyone, this way. Blast it, he's moving again. All right, I think we're almost there.
What happened? Where did he go?
Underground. Good afternoon, everyone. Please excuse us, but we need to use your beamer.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who do you think you are? You can't just barge in here and start using our stuff. This is a secret outpost. How'd you even get in here anyway?
There's no time to explain. This is official Space Squad business.
Don't buy that for a minute. I heard on the news the Space Squad got taken over.
He's the one who took it over!
Yes, and as Supreme Ruler of the Galaxy, I demand to use your beamer to return to my ship. Well, I'd prefer not to have to do that again.
I think the cell we're in is down that way.
That's probably where the president is.
Okay, you three go down there and try to get her out.
Vek, what about you?
There's someone I need to meet. Face to identical face. So, we meet at last, Captain Vek Tempus. And I thought that mannequin was creepy. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm you, or at least a stronger, more powerful you from another universe. And I believe you're already well acquainted with my wife. Lady Gravitox, we meet again.
Hi, Vek.
Well, this truly is something else. It's like looking into a mirror right after shaving. It certainly is something I never thought I'd experience. And how is this even possible? That you and me, two occurrences of the same man, could turn out so utterly differently. I was about to ask you the same thing. I can't even imagine what went so spectacularly wrong in your universe that you felt compelled to turn evil. Nothing went wrong in my universe. I'm certainly doing a lot better than you are. You spent your whole life believing in freedom and justice, and where has it got you? You're just some third-rate space squad captain. I embraced my inner darkness, and I rule the galaxy in my universe. So yeah, I think things worked out quite well for me.
But you said you hated ruling the galaxy.
Don't listen to her. She's never actually succeeded at conquering anything before. In fact, dear, why don't you go check up on Ms. Smoot and her daughter? Make sure no one tries to pull any rescue attempts or anything. I'm here to send you back to where you came from. There's only room for one Vek Tempus in this universe. For once, we agree on something. Pal, some backup! Battle mode off!
I am no longer in battle mode.
How did you do that? I reprogrammed him so that he'd only respond to my voice. iPal, uninstall iPal XR operating system.
Are you sure you want to uninstall the iPal XR operating system? You'll lose access to all the exciting new features.
No. Yes, uninstall.
You have successfully uninstalled the iPal XR operating system. Remember, you can reinstall at any time.
iPal, reinstall, uninstall, reinstall, uninstall.
There have been too many contradictory commands. I'm going into standby mode for 2 minutes.
Let our captain go, or your wife comes with us.
Fine. You can take her.
What? What do you mean they can just take me? We're supposed to be madly in love and ruling the galaxy together. You can't just let me go like this.
What can I say, sweetheart? I'm evil.
Well, I want a divorce!
Divorce granted.
I'll deal with him. Just get the president to safety.
Hey, pal, come on!
All right, let's make a deal. I will let you take the president and the princess out of here if you let me go back in there. I've got some unfinished business to attend to.
What makes you think we'll do that?
Because I don't want that asshole ruling the galaxy any more than you do.
What are you talking about? You and him were just ruling together. This is what you've always wanted.
No, this is not what I've always wanted. I wanted to conquer the galaxy. Me, my plan. Not just stand here and look pretty while somebody else does everything. Besides, he's got the hyper-death ray pointed straight at planet Earth.
And I am the only person here who knows how to deactivate it.
Just go!
Of course, he already deactivated the hyper-death ray. But still. Okay, honey. I think that's enough for now. So, I'm nothing to you, huh? Just a trophy wife? Just a piece of arm candy that you can cast aside? I'm just your little plaything, huh? Well, guess what? Now you're my little plaything.
Aw, you look so scared. You're so cute when you're scared.
But guess what? You won't look quite so cute when I get through with you.
Here! It's time to go home.
Oh, Vek. Captain Vek Tempus. You're the only Vek Tempus I've ever really loved. That jerk looked just like you and sounded just like you, but he wasn't you. Besides, what I really wanted was to make you evil myself, to mold you into the perfect villain I always knew you could be. Meeting a Vek Tempus that was already evil just did nothing for me.
Lady Gravitox, I thought all I wanted to do was defeat you. But then I did, and suddenly life had no purpose anymore. All I wanted to do was defeat you again. But these past few days, knowing you were up here posing an imminent threat to the galaxy, I've felt more alive than I have all year. This is Vek Tempus, Captain Vek Tempus, the real Vek Tempus, and I just want to say that I apologize profusely for the actions of my parallel universe equivalent, which I do not in any way condone. I hereby relinquish my unearned position as Supreme Admiral of the Space Squad, reclaim my rank as Captain, and turn control of the galaxy back over to the conglomeration that served us well these past few centuries. I'd now like to turn the floor over to our esteemed President Leah Smoot, who has a message for the people of Earth that should resonate across the galaxy.
Thank you, Captain Tempus. Now, as for the people of Earth, whether you choose to remain with the galactic conglomeration is ultimately your choice. But do know that we only have your best interest at heart.
You know I can't stay with you.
Of course. That's the way it's always going to be. But you know, I won't let you leave without a fight.
Oh yes, I know.
You won't get away from me this time, Vek Tempus!
Put that weapon down. I know you'd never hurt me.
Oh, this isn't to hurt you. This is just to keep you here!
Well, Lady Gravitox, until we meet again, farewell.
Ah! You will be mine, Vek Tempus.
You are mine, Vek Tempus.
Well, let's toast to another crisis averted.
Yes, thanks to us, Earth is staying with the conglomeration, the President is safe, the IPAL units are properly programmed, and my evil parallel universe counterpart is gone. There's just one thing that went wrong. Lady Gravitox managed to get away, and now she's free to terrorize the galaxy once again.
You must be so disappointed.
I am disappointed. She's the galaxy's most nefarious villain. Without a doubt, she's concocting an evil plan as we speak. And we need to stop her.
For the last time, we only went on one date, and I didn't even enjoy it.
That is irrelevant. Vek Tempus is mine, do you hear me? Mine!
You're crazy!
So, while I have you here in my custody, you wouldn't happen to have any contacts at the galactic conglomeration I could exploit, would you?
Well, I do know people at the Bureau of Genetic Experimentation.
Oh, I am quite familiar with that department. Yes, I believe you will be quite useful to me indeed.
According to the latest reports, Lady Gravitox was last sighted in the Galapoo system out in the Alpha Quadrant of Sector 9.
The Galapoo system? Isn't that where they breed the giant snails?
We're about to find out. iPal, give us the coordinates for the Galapoo system.
Fly 4,500 gigameters at an angle of 48 by 582 by 10 degrees. Hey, did you know my operating system is out of date?
iPal, power down. Mara, lock in those coordinates.
Will do. Okay, coordinates are locked. We're ready to see what Lady Gravitox is up to with those giant snails.
Take us to photon speed.